ます。
おはようございます。
Yeah.
It's playing a 広告 with
広告、あ、
犬とピーナッツバタ
美味し
ー。
そう。
なんで
食べたい。ピーナッツ
ピーナッ
バター。
ツバターね、食べてないな、ずっと。最後食べたのいつだろう。い
あんま
つ食べたピー
食べないの？
ナッツバター。いや、ね、一時はずっとなんか毎日もほとんど食べたんだけど、最近食べてない。
そうなんだ。
うん。
Yeah, always, I always have a stock of peanut butter in my fridge. It's
Do
very
you?
important.
何でっかいのちっちゃいのどのくらい？
まあ、日本だから
How
ちっ
big
ちゃ
is
いの。
how big is the peanut butter jar?
Yeah, it's like, it's a ちっちゃい one. But,
ちっちゃい one?
アメリカ住んでた時はいつもでかかったやつ。
ちょっと待ってよ。Important question of the
は
day.
い。
皆さんはクランチ派ですか？スムーズ派ですか？ピーナッツバター。
クラン、クランチかな？
クランチ
クランチ。チは？
いや、私もクランチかな。But if you get like not major brand peanut butter, it's usually creamy, which is sad.
Oh yeah, true. It's really hard to find crunchy peanut butter in Japan. You need to go to like a certain shop. Like there's only certain shops that sell it. So now I have like what shops I know sell crunchy and what shops don't.
ちょっと思いついたんだけどさ、
うん。
クリーミーにピーナッツ潰して入れたらクランチになっちゃうじゃん。
そうだけど。
ちょっと今思いついた。
that is a big truth you have spoken, Chie.
Oh man, just slam some crushed up peanuts in your creamy peanut butter that you bought.
Yeah. But that's like extra 努力 and I don't want to do that.
ね。ちょっと努力が多すぎるね。
ねえ、多すぎる。Yeah, やりたくない。If it's, I'd rather have it store bought and then crunched.
Just have it in there already.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, I just want to make sure that Twitch is working because mine is not. And I'm trying to make sure that it is.
Hi, I'll also look. It should be okay.
どうでしょうか?
Oh, I am on the wrong tab. Native Shark.
Oh, hey, it's working.
Live.
Okay, cool.
Hi.
Let's see if the sound is working.
Oh, hey, Google Pix. Hey, another ad. That feels when you get an ad on the channel that you're running.
Yeah. I can't see. There we go. Okay.
はい。
チャット、ワウザさん、ウェーブウェーブです。
I see you here. Yeah, awesome.
I see him.
ありがとうございます。
Dude.
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 Dude, I'm saying.
Sub already died, yes.
Okay, so I would have a Prime sub, but now I do like Japanese Amazon and I haven't really figured out how to make that work yet. So I'm like,
Okay. I don't know if this is controversial because I have not seen it, but Dichada-san asks what children's games would be played if Squid Game was in Japan.
Oh God.
And I don't know if that's controversial, and you've seen it. I have not.
I mean, yeah, it's not controversial because basically,
or I don't know if it's appropriate. I have no idea how
appropriate. It's a very violent show. It's a very violent show, that's for sure. Like very violent, but they play kids games basically. But with it's kids games plus violence. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It is a night. Yeah, it's a very intense show. Do not recommend for people who are not. Yeah.
Oof.
But I guess once we talk about some, we could maybe during an audience chat, you guys could come up with some. But
could.
This is pretty intense. It's pretty intense. Squid Game. I haven't watched all of it yet, but I've watched like maybe 2/3 of it. And like I need a break from it. It's like, oh my God. This is the last episode almost made me cry too. I was like, oh my that last episode I watched. Yeah.
うん。
But these are normal
涙ぐ
kids
んだ。
games. ん
No, OK。涙ぐんだ。
涙ぐんだ。
涙ぐんだ。わかるかな
ぐんだは
漢字
わかんない。
グム、グム、涙ぐむ。ちょっと待ってよ。
ぐむ。あ、組む
なあ。待ってよ。My computer doesn't know what keyboard it's on. 涙ぐむ。あ、漢字ないね。涙ぐんだ。へえ、ぐんだの漢字は
涙ぐんだ。I feel like I've
涙を
heard
組む
it
かな
before. I'll look it up on 涙ぐん
涙を
だ。
組む。組む。
涙ぐむ。Oh, that's just like extra okunigana, maybe.
本当
According to Jisho. They don't have anything written
へ
here.
え、OK. I just say 送り仮名 too.
Yeah, okay. 涙ぐむ to be moved to tears. あー、なるほど。
or like うるうるなる。この辺に涙が。
うるうる。うるうる聞いたことあるけど、涙ぐむは初めて聞いた。
本当
知らなかった。
Yeah, うるうる is the onomatopoeia for your eyes getting that watery look when you're about to start crying.
Yeah.
うるうる。
Water, うるうる。うるうる。うるうるうるうるうる。Typing うるうる is actually a challenge. Teary-eyed. Oh, it's based on uromu. Or sorry, urumu.
知らなかった。
Yeah. The only time I've ever seen urumu is like either on like Buddhist temples and stuff or like this one joke in Clan Ad. That's the only time I've seen urumu. It's like to be, yeah, just wet. I don't know. はい。
では、タイさん。Would you like to explain how we do things here briefly before we hop in?
Yeah. So I wanted to come up with a joke for this explanation, but nothing's coming, so I'm just going to explain it normal.
Oh, okay. No.
Hi. But yeah, so what's going to happen is we will just kind of do the recording, so we won't look at chat for a little bit, and then we'll take like a break about halfway through the recording, and then we'll stop in, say hi to chat, and answer any questions that we've seen. So if you have a question, feel free to ask, and we'll get to it during that like kind of stopping point. And then we'll go back to the recording, and then we'll end. We'll say hi to chat again. So, because yeah, it's tough. I can't have my brain on so many conversations at once and still make a good conversation. So,
quite hard. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, it is very difficult. But 行ってきまーす.
If we don't have any questions, we shall jump in.
I think that's everything. But yeah, feel free to write them as we record, and we will get to them. はい。
では、行ってきます。
行ってきます。
Okay, we're at 13.
13.
So that's our, yep.
Let's remember that. If we don't remember that, someone in chat will, right?
Okay. 皆さん、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Today, we will be relaxing to the topic of 子供の遊び or 子供の頃してた遊び
So, 子供の遊び like kids games, children's games, or 子供の頃してた遊び like games you played as a kid だね。
はい。
楽しそう。
はいは何かあった？小さい頃してたの？
いっぱいあったと思うけど、まあ、ちょぴっと覚えてるけど、あんま覚えてないな。
あんま覚えてない。
ちは？
私はね、なんか、we'll talk about this later too, but、パンパン、なんか手遊びみたいなのいっぱいしてた。
手遊びね。そうだね。僕の知ってる手遊びは、パンパン、なんかハイファイブやつ、ハイファイブ、なんだったっけ？パティケーキだったっけ？
それだけ知ってる。パティケーキできる？
いやー、適当にできるけど。
適当。
適当じゃなかったらできないかもしれんけど。適
わ
当には
かるよ。それはよく
できる。
わかる。
うん。
うん。
チヨはできる？
私、パティケークね、パティケークの後知らない。
え、パティケーキ、パ
It
ティケー
ends
キっていう
there.
の。I didn't even know that was there. I just like, oh yeah, patty cake, yeah, clap, 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 patty cake, yeah. 全く知らん。
それ以外になんかあるのかなうん、I don't
多
know if
分
it
あ
goes
る。
beyond that even.
ある気がする。Yeah.
Alright, I asked Ty if he had anything that he played when he was little.
Yeah. And I had a few things, but I don't quite remember them. But we'll talk about them a little bit later too, though. But then I asked, yeah, Chihuahua.
Yeah. And then I said, I just remember doing hand asobis playing. So hand plays.
Yeah. Hand
Slap them.
games? Hand games?
Hand
Hand playing?
games? Hand games. Yeah.
Philosophy.
I
Yeah.
guess asobi in that context would translate it as games.
Yeah. But then, yeah, then just kind of we talked about patty cake.
So yeah.
Can you do patty cake? No, I can't.
Patty cake.
Patty cake. Yeah, what would you say in
Patty
Japanese? Patty
cake.
cake.
Patty
cake.
cake.
Oh, yeah. Cakey.
But the first one that we have that we want to introduce is called Achimuite Hoi.
Oh. Achimuite hoi. So like
Achimuite Hoi.
face that way and then hoi, like throw something?
You got the first part right.
Yay. けど、hoi わかんない。
そう、いくよ。ゲームはこう、プログレスします。I can't speak in either languages today.
Oh no. Oh no.
まず、2人向き合います。
はい。
で、じゃんけんします。最初グー、じゃんけんポン。
はい。
負けた人このパー出した人ね。が、あっち向ちょっと待ってよ。勝った人があっち向いてって言って、ほいって言った瞬間に、この負けた人は顔をどっちかに向けるのね。上か下か右か左か。で、勝った人がほいって指さすのね。上か下か右か左か。
はい。
で、一緒の同時に、so if I point it to the left 左にポイントして、その人も左向いてたら、ビンタできるの。
you can flick their forehead? そうなんだ。Okay.
Or whatever punishment that's light that as a child you can do to others.
So, 罰ゲーム. I think that's actually a really good thing we should probably bring up pretty early on is what a 罰ゲーム is. So, what's a 罰ゲーム, Chia?
罰ゲームはね、罰 is a 罰, which is an X.
Like an X.
Which is saying that, I guess literal translation would be X game. So if you lost,
it's like a punishment game, basically.
Yeah, but it's not really a game. It's just a punishment, I think.
Yeah. Well, wait, let me look up what batsu is. 1 second. Batsu game.
Batsu can also come across as sin.
Right, okay.
Sin.
Yeah. I'm like, what is it? It's not tsumi though. Tsumi is different.
It is.
I think there's actually I think there's a game that came out on N64 called Tsumi to Batsu, like just recently. Or on that.
Uso.
Tsumi to Batsu. Yeah, it's so Batsu is punishment and then Tsumi is sin, and it looks pretty similar, but it's not the same.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
I got. I knew that too.
I know. It's okay. But okay, yeah, so Batsu is the punishment portion of it, right? But there's also let me just make sure. Batsu, if Batsu's the X is also called Batsu, but is that the right? Is that the same kanji?
No, okay, so imagine the kanji, which has a lot of strokes.
Uh-huh.
Japanese people will avoid strokes if possible. So they would
Right.
write it as batsu game
Batsu. So
with
like
an
an
X.
X game.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. はい。わかりました。かもし
Mm.
れないです。
And also X, you get an X if you get things wrong in Japan too. So like boo
Mm.
boo, that sound effect goes along with the finger batsu or
Yeah.
the arm batsu as
Okay.
well.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, people will actually do that if like I say an answer wrong at like whoever I'm talking to. Sometimes I'll just get boo boo, and then they'll like cross their fingers and just like.
Mm.
It's like I failed. Like I failed
Yeah.
the game. Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
where that comes from though. That's a cultural thing
Yeah,
that
that's just like.
everyone in Japan will know how to do. They'll just do the finger boo boo thing at you
Yeah. Yeah. Then there's
with
the
the sound
maru.
effect. Hi.
I've had some students because I teach kids also. So they also I've had like I don't know I don't remember what the context was, but they just went like ping pong, and then they like put both of their arms completely over their head,
Yeah.
and that's like the maru, that's the circle to mean right.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah,
So it works
everyone knows
both
how to do
ways.
that too.
Yeah.
The
Ping
funny
pong, ping pong.
story,
うん。
夏にモンタナに行ったんだよね。ケルブの
うん。
両親を visit に。
うん。
I went to Montana to visit Caleb's parents. And I got out of the car to go check if a store was open or a restaurant was still open.
うん。
で、出て歩いて、Are you open still? Can we sit down? みたいなこと聞いて、で、OK だよって言われた時に、回ってこうしたんだよね。で、
モンタナに
ケレブはわかるじゃん。そうそう。
うん
ケレブは分かったんだけど、ケレブのお母さんは、はみたいな。だったらしい。
日本人だった店員さんとか。
いや、違う。いや、全然普通のアメリカ人。I'm saying that.
They did the maru thing.
No, I did the maru thing.
Oh, you did the maru thing.
Caleb
okay.
and Caleb, yes.
Okay. Like, wait, huh? あ、そうなんだ。Yeah.
So I did that to Caleb and Caleb's mom. And Caleb was like, okay, yeah, we're good. Let's go.
Yeah.
But his mom was confused of me just doing
Like,
maru
what?
over my head with my arms.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny
Usually,
the first time I saw
and
it.
then I asked him, Caleb, これちょっとアメリカだったらじゃあどうするって聞いたんだよね。Like, how would you actually do it if you were American? He said just thumbs up.
I would thumbs up over my head so that you can see or whatever. Yeah, if we're far away, I'll thumbs up over my head.
そう。いや、面白いと思った。
But the maru, just picturing as someone who didn't grow up with the maru, it's just so funny to see people like the thought of you just doing a maru. Yeah, it's funny. But okay, we got kind of sidetracked. I wanted to break down the Achimite Hoi. But the Japanese you said. So, can you explain it one more time, kind of more in English? Like, so like, there's two people. Yeah. There's the two people.
二人でじゃんけんを行う is two people doing じゃんけん, which is rock, paper, scissors. And whoever won will say あっち向いてほい is which means look that way and hoi. Hoi is like just a word to fill sound.
Yeah. Hoi.
You're kind of swiping or hoiting their face.
It's like
in a direction.
Some sort of action, like the sound that implies some sort of movement or action.
Yeah. And then when they're あっち向いて and then on hoi, the winner points left, right, up, or down in one direction. And the loser moves their head up, down, left, right, whichever direction that they choose. And if they're pointing the same way, the loser loses. And then they get whatever Batsugame that you guys decided that you would have.
And then the Batsugame that you suggested was flick their forehead, right?
そうそう、ビタ。
ビタ。
ビンタじゃないかな。ちょっと待ってよ。
ビンタ。
I'm gonna look it up.
ビンタは。 Bintan to,
ビン
which is
タン島しか出てこないなんで。
Pulau Bintan Island. Where is that?
I don't know. That's funny.
Is it not
ビ
Pinta?
ンタ。
Pinta.
ピンタかな、なんだピンタ。
All I know is there's a Pokemon move called Ofuku Pinta, which is like
ビンタだよ、
the
ビンタ。
slap thing, the slap move that Jigglypuff uses.
おでこ、なんだおでこピンかな、デコピン。あ、デコピンだ、デコピン。
Dekopin? Dekopin?
うん。
Oh,
ビ
okay.
ンタ is your cheeks and 往復ビンタ is cheek
Oh,
slapping. Back and forth.
okay. And then Odekopin, so Odeko is your forehead, and then ping is like the sound effect of hitting ping.
Yeah. デコピンされるの。
Oh, okay.
うん。
Okay.
という遊びです。Usually it's out of 3 or something. You'll decide before you start.
Okay.
ちょっと待ってよ。
Have
we ever talked about Junkin before this episode on our
No,
podcast?
I wanted to talk about that actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
we should have started there.
Yeah, probably, right? So Janken Pong. So in Japan, how you play Janken Pong, it's like you do like 3 shakes of your fist, right? So 1 shake Jang, 2 shake Ken, 3 shake Pong. And that's when you do like the actual hand signs, like the rock, paper, or scissors, right? But at least where I grew up in America, we say rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And those are 4 like taps of your like, right? So rock, tap 1, paper, tap 2, scissors, tap 3, shoot. Shoot is when you do the hand sign. So it's like 4. And it really confuses me a lot.
It's actually interesting because even in America, I think on the West Coast, they actually do it on the 3rd count. So they just say rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
That's so weird to me. I can't. So I've messed up rock, paper, scissors. Like the most fundamental game for deciding everything in Japan, I can't properly do.
それはあるよ。でもね、
Uh,
the fundamentals of Japan in indecisiveness times, they'll do, there are a couple things. So you can do Junkin, which is rock, paper, scissors. You can do pulling for a string or something, which happens a lot, like, or ohashi even. They'll have waribashi, and they'll take a pen and mark one of them, and then say, pull from this pile. And then whoever gets the atari or hazure is the dobe or batsugame or whatever you want to do.
Dobe.
And then
loser.
Yeah. Yes. And the last
dobe.
one
Bottom.
is
the bottom. Yeah.
網だくじ。知ってる？
網だくじわかんない。何？
ちょっと調べてみるよ。
はい。網だくじ。
But it's essentially like a spider web thing, vertical web that goes down to a thing on the bottom which has your answers. And you go down the ladder to get your whatever at the end. So, okay, that probably didn't make sense at all.
Yeah, I don't know what that meant.
So, let's say you have 4 people.
はい。
Right? That has to do something, and we have to decide something. So you put the 4 people's names, or 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top. You have each vertical line coming down from each column. So if you have 4 people, you have 4 things going down, 4 vertical lines. And then you randomly put vertical, like hashigo lines or ladder lines.
Ladder, yep.
So just random ones in a couple places. So you might have like, I don't know, 10 or 8 or 10 vertical lines that kind of connect the ladders. And then whatever you decide or you're trying to decide that goes at the very bottom. So you have 4 options. Maybe you leave them blank and one of them is a hasure, or, you know, each option has something, some value like red, blue, yellow, whatever. But if you follow the amidakuji all the way down from the top to bottom.
Okay.
So wherever you hit the wherever you hit the horizontal line, you follow the horizontal line.
Okay.
And that's how you decide.
Okay, so you just kind of like chuck it all on there and then just follow wherever it leads.
そうそうそう。
Okay, I think I understand that. I think I understand that. Amidakuji.
Apparently, it's called Ghost Lake in English if you translate
Yeah,
it.
I saw the translation and I was like, huh? I've never heard of ghost leg before.
Imagine like what is it? A tournament thing
Mm.
where you have two teams playing each other, and then the
You have those tournament
tournament things go
brackets.
to the very
Yeah.
top. It's kind of like that, but they're all equally spaced vertical lines with randomness
Okay.
in the middle.
I think that makes enough sense. Like, yeah, we just
うん
kind of follow it until it ends and then that's our
う
decision.
ん
Mm.
です。
Okay.
So those
難しそ
are
う。
the three. そう。いや、簡単だよ、でも作るの。
簡単。
ちょっと紙ある？ちょっと鉛筆ある？ガガガガガって書いて。
Okay. まあ、分かったらきっと簡単だよね。
うん。
なんか
今度やってみてよ。
やったことあったら。うん。
うん。で、yeah, so those are the ways. Wait, did we explain じゃんけんthough? ちょっと待って。
じゃんけん。we need to. What's like the. Because you said like goo and choki and stuff and pa, but what are those shit?
So じゃんけん, and on pong, you pick rock, paper, scissors, whichever one, just like same in everywhere else probably. And then gu is your rock.
Yeah.
Choki
Goo.
is your choki choki, which is your hasami.
Scissors. Which is your scissors. Hi, choki.
And then pa is your open hand.
Yeah.
Is your pa.
Pa. It's a sound effect, right? If you're like holding something and then it like disappeared, like this sound effect of opening your hand, you're like, pa or whatever, right? Pa.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they call it pa. Mm.
But if you are, what is it? Aiko, which
Yeah, if
is you tie, then you say aiko desho, which is what? How do you even say anything in English?
Aiko desho or whatever, right? If we tie in English, I will do like the same exact thing. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, we tied. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 同じじゃない？同じなんじゃないの？
いや、違う違う。日本は最初グーじゃんけんポン。あいこしょ。あいこしょ。あいこでしょ。
Oh yeah,
That's
and
how
then
you
it's just
say
like one, right?
Mm.
And then you just go again and again.
Or if you're going really, really fast, you say 最初グーじゃんけんポン。しょ。しょ。しょ。しょ。
How many
Until you
times
win.
can you tie?
A lot.
Oh my god. Shot. All right,
Yeah.
yeah. You just end it with shot, shot, shot.
Mm.
I would get out of sync so quickly with people. I wouldn't know which one.
Yeah, you would
Yeah.
be surprised. When I was 日本にいた時にサッカーチームに所属しておりましたが、
はい。
we would try to decide teams and stuff. And で、じゃんけんで決めようとしてて、everyone just knew the timing. You just knew.
Yeah, you just figure it
It was
out.
like 12 people. Yeah. Doing sha,
Yeah.
sha, sha.
That's
Really
another
fast.
thing. That's another thing is you can play Junkin with like so many people in a group. I've never played with more than like one person. So the first time I saw Japanese people playing in a group of like 5, I was like, my brain is broken. How does this work? Yeah.
そうね。あとは、あっち向いてほい we talked about.
はい。
There are other 手遊び that have maybe children's rhymes associated with them. We won't go into the super baby ones since that would probably get annoying if I sang all of the songs.
Yeah.
But the ones I remember that I did in 幼稚園 was みかんの花. I won't sing the whole thing, but みかんの花が咲いている. And then you do the clapping thing.
Okay.
And there's a 2番, and there's like a more advanced version of the hand asobi.
Okay. So you just have to like follow along with it, or like do you play that against someone or you just follow along?
They're mirroring you, and you're doing the same thing,
Mhm.
but that specific song has a certain hand motion. It's like
Okay.
a secret handshake, but it's really long.
Okay.
And it's to a song.
そう
うん。
なんだ。
うん。そういうのないアメリカで。
うーん。ないとは言えないけど、僕はやったことないかなと思う。
うん。Patty cake is kind of.
Kind of, but I never learned
Kind.
patty cake very well at all. So,
そ
and
う
patty
ね。
cake, it was always like kind of a girls' game. So I never like,
うん。なるほ
So,
ど。
so I guess with that question, is the game that you described, the Mikan no Hana, is that like for everyone, or is that like kind of, does that feel like more of a girly game or whatever?
ああ、そうね。あっち向いてほい is probably neutral.
Yeah, well, with
み
a
かんの
Batsu
花
game, it
specifically.
feels, it feels like guys.
みかんの花 specifically, I think I only played it with girls. Ayatori, which is yarn
Oh
hand
yeah, the yarn
crossing.
thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, what are they called?
What's it called in English? Cat's cradle?
あやとりちょっと待ってよ。
Cat's cradle だね。あやとり？絶対 Cat's cradle.
あやとり英語 String figure. No.
Cat's cradle.
Is
I
it? Okay.
think?
I trust you.
Is it?
Oh, I found it. Cat's cradle だって。
Cat's cradle. はい。
But you essentially take anything that is circular band that's about, I don't know, 3 feet,
No.
2
3
feet,
feet? How many? A meter?
30センチ、30センチ
Yeah.
くらい ?40 センチくらい
It's very
And you
different
make a
from
bunch of
3 feet.
shapes out of it. I don't know. I don't know feet.
Like a foot and a half, maybe. はい。
ごめんなさい。で、You can make like 東京タワーとか、あやとりでなんか皮作ったりとか、ゴム作ったりとか。
Yeah. Wait, I actually am really curious. I wonder if Tokyo Tower is the same as the Eiffel Tower in English. If it's like the same
こ
design.
ここに写真あるよ。I put a
どう
picture
どう
there.
どう
でも一番上のやつ東京タワーの作り方。That's a screenshot you can click on.
Oh, I see. Alright, let me see. Tokyo Tower.
アイフォータワー作れる Can you make up a tower
Wait, this
with
is
あやとり
Kawa. No, I can't make anything with Ayatori. I used to be able to once or twice, but Ayatori で東京タワ
そこにあるじゃん。見えない
ーいや、見えるけど、リンクがないよ。
あ、いや違う。
それが写真。
うん、そうです。
I'm gonna look it up. Tokyo Tower. I think that might be the same. Maybe? Cat's Cradle Eiffel Tower. Is that a thing? Am I just making this up and I'm not? Yo, it's the same.
Wow.
It's the same.
Okay.
Eiffel Tower and Tokyo Tower is the same. That's interesting. Hi.
I guess we can take this time to go ask the chat if they can make things out of cat's cradle.
Yeah.
なんで cat's cradle なんだろうね
Because it's like a cat. You're like kneading the strings through your hand and stuff. Yeah. Hi. Hello, chat.
大津さん says 13. これは何でしょう ?I'm going to say yes.
13. You can't just say yes to things you don't know, Chia.
Okay, I'll say no.
13. You can't just say no to things you don't know, Chia.
何だったんでしょう
何だったんだろう 13. Can you make a 13 with Cat's Cradle?
むず
そう
Maybe he was saying you can only tie 13 times.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, you can only tie up to 13 times.
Yes, and then you just automatically lose.
はい。 Wait, then both of
会
you
話
automatically lose? で、それ、
Yeah.
それ、何も決めてないよ、それだったら。決めるためのやつだったけど、決めれない。
そうね。
何も。
何も決めれない。I guess we can hop back in.
Let me make ocha first. It's very important. Just right here. はい。ほうじ茶ゲット。
Oh.
I've been drinking. I've been like chugging. I've been addicted to hojicha the last like week or two now. I love it. はい。
次行ってみたいのは、階段ゲーム。
階段ゲーム危なさそう。Running up and down stairs とか
いや、
え
kind of, yes.
え
But only up. Only up.
Okay.
So, これは学校でもしたけど、if you go to shrines, you'll also find really long staircases. And then when you're a child and when your moms are talking or your dads are talking, you're like, well, I don't want to pay attention to these conversations. We're going to go play because we're kids.
Right.
で、階段ゲームをするのね。
Your
Your janken will come in handy here.
Okay.
So you start at the very bottom. Whoever wants to play can play. This one doesn't have a limit to numbers. But you do Saishoku Janken Pon. And if you win, you get to go up the stairs how many ever steps you won with. So if you put a gu out, it's guriko. So you go up guriko, 3 steps. If you win with a choki, which is scissors, it's chiyokoreito. So chiyokoreito, which is what, 6 letters?
6? Yeah.
で、パーで買ったら、パイナツプル。Wait, why are they the same?
パイナップル
I thought,
パイナップル
パイナツプル。
パイナツプル
Yeah, the 2 counts as a syllable here.
Oh, okay. I'm like, is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay. パイナップルパイナップル Yeah, どっちも6
Yeah, I always thought that the pa was the most, but apparently Choki and pa is the same amount, so...
You've just been playing it wrong. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. But, so you go up how many ever steps, so Gu is 3 and pa or Choki is 6. And whoever gets the top wins. Or whoever gets the top first wins. Yeah.
Okay. That kind of sounds fun. That sounds less dangerous than I imagined it to be.
Yeah.
その方が安全。なんか走ってなんか上がったりしてたら下がったりしてたら絶対危ないよね。
そうね。それは言えてる。
I feel bad for Goo, which only has 3. The others have 6.
Yeah. But I think that's the point of, having a little bit of a difference. There's another one that you can play indoors. This one is indoors. I think the next 2 are indoors. But 指スマっていうゲームがあるの。聞いたことある？
わかんないかも。何？
指スマは you sit in a circle with how many ever people you want. 2 is kind of boring, but if you get too many people, you can't really see everyone's fingers.
Okay.
But you sit with your hands out in front of you in fists, kind of clamped together, and your thumbs are on the top. で、指スマ1って言って、you take turns in a circle. You just keep taking turns. And whatever you say the number after yubisuma on your turn, that's how many fingers you want the whole group to have up. Okay. So let's say you and me were playing, right? And I say yubisuma ichi, and I only have one thumb up, and you have 0. Total number of yubisumas up is 1, so I get to take away 1 hand. So I'm left with 1 hand left.
Okay.
わかるかな?
I think
and
I
then
get
you keep
it.
playing until
Yeah.
you lose both of your hands, and then you win.
And you win. Okay. And then you can have like, okay, so it's only you put your thumb up, but I try to mess up the number that you're saying. So if I
Yeah.
put my thumb up then, and you had your thumb up, then you would just not win that round?
Yep. So you would just keep
Mm.
going in a circle until you get your numbers correct. So if you were playing with two people, the minimum number would be 0, maximum number would be 4. So you can
Right.
say 指すま
Okay.
1, 指すま0, 指すま4, whatever number. And
Okay.
then you keep playing.
面白そう. That sounds like a fun
楽しい
game.
よ。It's like a party game. You can
Yeah.
just casually play.
That one I would totally play now. 他の全部の
Yeah,
や
I
つ
would
は
too.
今まで、なんかあんまやりたくなかったけど、これはやりたい。
今度やろ
やろう。
But I found this map of Japan that dictates regions of Japan which say the Yubisuma part differently, which I thought was kind of interesting. So there's Isse no se instead of saying Yubisuma. Isse no se, Yubisuma. Isse no de. これ面白い。チッチッチパリチッチって何？
何それ？
わかんない。I don't know where that is.
I think 奈良とか？奈良？
奈良かな？奈良らへんかな？
名古屋とか？なんだっけ？愛知？Around there maybe?
とか、
well, 愛知 is actually more 伊勢のせ。
チッチの12の摂山はどこなんだろうね。
摂山。
ルンルン。いや、意味不明なのがいっぱいあるんですけど。
意味不明。What are they talking about?
いや。
九州はあんま見えない。
九州はこれ白いよね、だって。
白い。
It's white. I don't know. 指すまなんじゃない？知らないけど。
チーバリ？ ちょっと、looks 紫。チーバリ？
本当？
バリって入ってるから九州かもしれない。
チーバリ？
バリ。だってバリ方とかあるやん。
そうね。バリうまい。
バリうまい。バリ is like めっちゃ in 博多弁 or 九州弁。
いや、多分ね、博多弁だと思う。熊本じゃ言わない、バリ。
Oh, okay. Yeah. I say body. I try to say body. Sometimes it comes out naturally. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, I'm trying.
This one, my cousins still play this sometimes with the youngest. I don't know if they do anymore, but they used to. And I play this a lot.
はい。
パンパンビーム。
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 ビーム？なんかシャークビームみたいな絵文字？
そうそう。Pom pom is sound effect for your hands clapping. And then beam is beam.
Okay.
So it's kind of like junking, except it's cooler. And it's actually a game instead of you trying to win, and have an end result. But essentially there's 3 things you can do. Actually, there's kind of 4, but 3 basic ones. Okay. You can barrier, which is barrier. Yeah. I was gonna say barrier. I don't know. Barrier. And then you can tameru. Tameru is to acquire or to store.
Like store, yeah. Like hold kind of store.
And then the last one is black hole. Black hole.
Black hole. Okay.
So you're playing to get the other person with your black hole.
Okay.
So you're trying to tameru enough ammo to create a black hole. But you can defend with the barrier.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So one tameru, which is like your hand clapping. I don't know how to describe this in audio form.
You like grab your hands together, basically, like kind of almost like 2 fists, but you're grabbing your hands.
If you know what a choir stance is, when choir people stand
Choir
and put
people.
their hands in front. Yeah, it's
Mm,
that.
okay.
You clasp your fingers together and your
Yeah.
elbows are out to your
Mm,
sides. But that's yeah. それを貯めて、貯めたのを3つ貯めるとブラックホールが打てる。So
okay.
if you save 3 of your ammo, you can create a black hole.
Okay. And then
ちょっと待っ
black
て。
hole.
Sorry,
え
wait. 一回
うん。
貯めたらブラックホールね。And then there's sometimes rules in which you can become like a god in this game. So you can do god and trump a black hole.
Okay.
うん
So, okay, if you have the black hole, you can shoot it and then the person protects with the barrier.
Yes. And then it doesn't affect them.
Okay. What if you
But
both
if
shoot
you
the black
shoot,
hole?
that's a tie because your black hole doesn't trump the other person's black hole.
Okay.
They're just the same.
Mm,
So you have to get them when they're tameru-in.
right. So tameru, I feel like in this case, tameru would probably mean charge. So charge instead of like hold or anything like that.
Mhm.
But charge. Okay.
And then, yeah, if you do the god thing, then you can trump someone else's black hole.
How do you do the god thing? What's the requirement for the god thing?
Okay, so to clarify, if you do tameru, you can shoot a black hole.
Mm.
If you tameru 3 times, you can be a god.
Oh,
Without
okay.
dying. Without dying.
Without dying. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
And the god thing just like if you do the god thing, you win, basically.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
I think you can still protect your buddy up, but it will trump your tameru and black hole.
Okay. Okay. 複雑。
So. But I used to actually play with pom pom gun instead of like pom pom
Okay.
black hole. Or
Yeah.
kamehameha. We called it kamehameha because we were from
Mm.
Kumamoto and that's
I
what we
mean,
did.
that-
So
yeah.
it was guns, like, you know, pointy guns with your fingers, and then kamehameha would be the god thing that we would do. So that would be the free
Okay.
charge, but that's confusing.
なるほど。
わかる?
一
So you would
応
do pom pom tameru. Pom pom shoot because I
shoot,
just tameru.
yeah.
Pom
Pom
pom.
pom. Yeah,
And
like
then
baria.
baria.
Yeah. So you just that could get pretty fast too, right?
Yeah. It can go
Okay.
really fast.
面白そう。分かったと思う
面白いよ。
けど。
I would also play this one.
Yeah, I would play
Yeah.
this one now even. 面白そう. Yeah, it's literally a Kamehameha, isn't it? The hand sign, like
It
just
is,
picture Goku.
Yeah. It's your black hole or kamehameha, whichever
うん
version you want to play.
Yeah. はい。
タイはなんか他の遊びしてた?
I've played besides like なんかかくれんぼとか鬼ごっこ so tag and hide and seek かくれんぼ hide and seek 鬼ごっこ tag. I actually find that one really interesting because oni gokko is like you're pretending to be an oni, right? And that's tag. But have I played other games? I mean, I don't know. I didn't. Okay. いつもなんか子供の頃いつも僕なんかビデオゲームやってたんだからちょっとなんか普通の子供のゲームは少ないかなと思う。I used to play like pretend or whatever. So like me and my friend, we would get like sticks and pretend we're like killing orcs and stuff. Like that's the kind of games that I played.
Nice.
But there is one game that I really loved, but I didn't play. I just wanted to play more, but I never found enough people to play with. Like Wink Murder. 知ってる?
やったことあるよ。
面白いよね。
どんなの?
As a kind of basic explanation, you get like a couple of cards, like a deck of cards. So you have like you deal like a king gets なんだったっけ? like a so one card you become like the cop, and then one card you become like the murderer, and then like all the number cards you become like just a citizen. And I think there's
うん。
also a detective. No, that's the cop. Oh, あんま覚えてないね。
うん。
But basically, you sit in a circle with however many people you can get. You need at least probably four. Um, and then so if you're the cop card, you're looking for a person. You're looking for the murderer. And if you're the murderer, you inconspicuously wink at people, and then maybe about 5 seconds later, they pretend to die if they're just a normal like villager or whatever. But if you're the
うん。
cop, you can catch them. So if you think you have the murderer, then you can be like, "You're the murderer. I win."
うん。
それで
なるほど。
分かったのかな？大
わ
丈夫だったか
かるかな？
な？
Yeah, I know what it is, so it's
Yeah.
hard to say, but
But if you look it up, honestly, any of these games, if you want to actually try to play them, you can look them up on Google and like find all the rules and stuff, and they'll all be there. So
yeah.
mm.
You
But
brought
Wink Murder
up,
is fun.
what is it? Tag. In
Tag.
Japanese, they were called onigokko, which is oni.
Mm.
Orc? Or just oni?
Oni is just Oni. It's like
Okay.
ogre, but also can be monster, but also can be
Yeah.
ghost. And yeah, Oni
Yeah.
is like a Japanese monster, basically.
Mm.
Ogre.
So onigokko would be tag. And then there's a multi-people version that's called keidoro, which is keisatsu and dorobo, which is you just have more it's. Yeah, more onis.
Okay. Well, that's like, is that thieves and robbers in English?
It is. I think it is.
That's a thing, right? I think thieves and
Mhm.
robbers. ちょっと調べてみる。
You usually have like a ori or not ori. 刑務所? 刑務所 is
Prison.
Prison.
Mm.
You have a 刑務所 location, and then you also have the cops running around, and then the thieves can also go save their people. So like it's an infinite loop of
yeah. Oh, I've played that
Yeah.
at school. I played that at school. I think even as like a gym class, we've played that.
Yeah. We used to play that a lot in 幼稚園。あとはね、
面白いよね、それ。
缶蹴りゲーム知ってる？
缶蹴り? Can kicking game?
Yeah, 缶蹴り。I don't know if it exists in America, but the person that's the person that's Oni, has a 缶 in wherever they want to place their 缶.
Okay.
And you as the person is trying to catch everyone else and then put them in a circle place, like a designated prison place.
Right.
But all the other people are trying to kiru, to kick your can.
Okay.
So if you as the Oni leave your kan unattended for too long, someone else can come and kick your kan. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it would release the people that are caught.
ああ、なるほど。それも面白そう。I like that. そういうの大好き、僕は。なんか走るのゲーム走りゲーム ?Running games? The games where you have to run. そういうのが。
走るゲーム？
走るゲームが大好き。
あとは何したかな？I don't know if other Japanese people experience what I've experienced, but 私はね、なんだっけ、一輪車とか、
一輪車
The unicycle?
Oh, unicycle, yeah.
と、あとは、I think they're called those hopper things.
Pogo sticks.
Pogo sticks? 日本語なんだかな？ Let me look that up.
Yeah. Pogo stick って何なんだろう？ Pogo stick 英語は
ホッピングちょっと違うと思うけど。But the other thing was takeuma. Takeuma is like a cultural thing where you're on stilts, I think it's called.
Yeah, like the stilts. The really high. やったことある？
Yeah, but it comes in levels, so you can start out super low,
Okay.
ones that are not dangerous, and then you
Yeah.
can work your way up.
うーん。
結
Okay,
構上手
okay.
だったよ。
上手
うん。結構
えー、
できた。
高さなんなのなんなのだわかる
このぐらい
このぐらいって聞いてる
このぐらい
人はわかんないよ。
30センチぐらい
30センチぐらい。
まあ、うん。
30 centimeters, which is maybe
A
a
foot?
foot? Maybe?
Ish?
Maybe? About?
うん。
うん。え
竹馬って言うんだよ、竹馬。
竹馬。ちょっとやって
bamboo
みたい。
horse。
うん。
うん。
やったことないけど、やってみたい。それ。面白そ
うん。あ
う。
と、I guess last one that's kind of famous is なんだっけ、けん玉
けん
The
玉
one the ball that comes on like the wooden twisty
Yeah. It
thing
almost
where you
looks like
rotate
a
and hop.
it looks like a 裁判所の hammer みたいな thing, right? Like a
うんう
judge's
ん
hammer, and then there's a string at the top of it attached to a ball, and then you just have to like catch it in like the
うん。
heads. They're like kind of 掘ってる
Yes. Yeah.
kind of like
The
curved in,
engraved.
so you can
Mm.
engraved, yeah, engraved,
There's professional
scooped out.
players of kendama.
Yeah.
You can become a professional kendama player.
I would love to try that. I've actually, because なんか最近、まあ最近じゃないけど、まあ何年間か覚えてないけど、ヨーヨーハマってたこといっぱいあるから、まあ、
ヨー
I have
ヨ
my
ー
yo-yo right
ある
here.
のすごい。
で、なんかするのめっちゃ好き。And like, I feel like kendama is really similar to a yo-yo. So I'd love to
そう
try
ね。
one. I saw one
Yeah,
in a
you should.
駄菓子屋。うん。
うん。
駄菓子。We could talk about 駄菓子屋。
駄菓子屋
like,
駄菓子屋行く
和菓子和菓子駄菓子
駄菓子じゃないいや、駄菓子合ってると思う。
駄菓子。
うん。
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a kendama in there and I was like, ooh, I kind of want to buy this, but also, maybe I won't.
駄菓子。Okay,
駄菓
it's
子。
written down.
はい。Yeah, I would love to talk about that. Yeah, I think それくらいかな
ちょっと待って。Let's leave
はい
on. You said yo-yo, and if we're including like
うん。
classroom, I don't know, fun games. We used to
Oh,
play
yeah.
消しゴム瓶、消しゴム、なんだっけな。
消しゴム。
消しゴムゲーム I don't actually know if it has a name.
Okay.
But in third grade, fourth grade, 3年生、4年生,
うん。
our whole entire grade had this phase of playing 消しゴムゲーム.
Mm-hmm.
And you play as your eraser. And
Okay.
you like fight with each other's erasers.
え
You try to like bend it and snap people's erasers off the table. So your square would be about your arm size,
Okay.
surface area.
Mm-hmm.
And you bring all the people that want to play and they put their keshigomu or your eraser on the table. And you try to flick each other's erasers off the table. For some reason, it went on for hours. And
Okay,
people
so
would
you could only
specifically buy
Could you only flick in like
large.
your area?
Yeah, so like you would flick it and then it would land somewhere, right? And if it falls, you lose. So you would flick your eraser to get other people's erasers off the table.
Oh, okay, okay. 面白そう。
Yeah, people would purposely go buy large, dense erasers to, fight each other's erasers.
すごい。I love it.
なんでみたいな。
I love it. Yeah, I feel
That
like
was a phase.
I feel like any stupid games like that, kids will buy special stuff specifically for the stupid game instead of like actually using it to. Yeah. I've definitely done stuff like that before. それもやってみたい。
That was fun. 楽しかった。
はい。
This.
Do you want to go say hi to... Is there anything else we want to talk about before we go say hi to chat?
I think
I think
covered all the ones that I wrote down.
I think we have
Ah,
maybe more than enough
ちょっと待ってよ。
recorded, to be honest.
Yeah. The
Mm.
red light, green light, just one more thing, I guess. The name, I guess.
うん。
だるまさんが転んだ.
Oh
It
yeah.
turns into だるまさんが転んだ. Red light, green light is the thing where you have a person that's facing the wall and do they say anything? Red light, red light, red light, I think. Green light, and then
や
they
った
turn
ことな
around.
いから。
Or green light, green light, green light, red light. I don't know, whichever one. And you're not supposed to be moving when the person that's it turns around and looks at you, and you're trying
Right.
to touch the wall that they're on.
Mhm.
But Daruma-san is
だるま。
Daruma.
Is the Dharma. Isn't it like yeah, I don't know it well enough to describe it. ちょっと調べてみる。
Okay, I don't know if there's a separate name, but a Daruma looks like a ball with the head and the body kind of just squished together and just looks like a bean, like a really squished round bean.
Yeah,
And it
it's
has
red,
large
right?
eyes. Yes.
Mm.
It has red. It has very large eyes that come unpainted, and you paint their eyes in when your wishes come true. I can't remember.
Okay.
On occasions.
Okay.
But Daruma-san is usually upright, and they're not supposed to fall over.
Mhm.
And so the game is called Daruma-san ga koronda.
Okay.
And it says Daruma-san ga koronda, and then look back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if somebody's moving, they're out. And if they're not, they're
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it can say
だるまさんが転んだ。
Daruma-san ga koronda.
Uh,
Daruma-san ga koronda. Yeah.
okay, so people. Oh yeah. 面白そう。I've okay. I don't think I've. Daruma-san. I feel like what's it? Is it just like a child's thing, or is it like a Shinto or a Buddhist thing, or do you know? Or is
I
it
don't
just
know
like
what origin Daruma is.
okay. 何なんだろう? Because I feel like Dharma, I feel like that's like specific. That's definitely not American, at least.
Daruma doll. I believe it's Zen Buddhism.
Okay, that would make sense. Zen Buddhism, some sort of. そうなんだ.
Wait.
Mm.
Does it come from the word dharma?
Probably.
Oh my gosh, it does.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Okay. Right, Dharma. I can't even describe Dharma. It's some sort of concept. Dharma is like your
I'm gonna
actions or
look that up
something, I
later.
think.
Because I don't think
After
everyone
this
wants to know
shit,
what dharma means.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daruma-san is like a character in Japanese culture.
Okay.
Is a round red thing with eyes that you're supposed to paint in on certain occasions.
And they're not supposed to korobu. They're not supposed to fall over.
Yeah.
Hi. Alrighty. それくらいかな? I don't think we should record anything else.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
We shall stop here. There's a lot of things.
で、let's go say hi to chat, and then we can do 今日の質問.
タウトロシコさん、こんばんは。
こんばんは.
Glad you could make it while you're working.
Yeah. It's nice to work and listen to stuff. I honestly I can't do it because I get distracted too easily. So
Same.
I just can't. But Jacob is a professional at doing that. I don't understand.
Really? I think Caleb is too. He'll just be listening to things and like, what? How? What? I just whoop.
Exactly. Their brains are just set up for multitasking. I don't know how they do it. But exactly, like if I can have my like screen and like I'm trying to do something and then I'm just like, oh hey, yeah, there's a thing going on over on the other screen. Hey, look at that. And then I'm just like, oh whoops. ほんと難しい。
じゃんけんをするときは、何にしようか。グーを出したら絶対勝つよ。
けどあんま上がらない。3ステップ ?3 段だけ上がる。勝ったらグーで。
いや違う違う。じゃんけん。じゃんけんをするときは、グー出したらきっと勝てるよ。
嘘だけど。
オッケー。
はい。
子供の頃、どのようなゲームどのようなゲーム
どのような違う違う
いや、合ってるけど、formality is mixing there.
あ、どんなようなゲーム
どんなゲームしてたいや。
どんなのようどんなゲーム
どんなゲームしてたいや。
OK。どのようどんな are similar. OK。なるほど。
You can say どんなような but it's slightly
Feels weird.
awkward. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
OK。はい。Alright.
よし、はい。
よしよしBut yeah, thank you everyone for listening. That was, I don't know, I learned a lot of, I didn't know most of these games, so I feel like I just kind of listened the whole episode. But hey, それでも大丈夫と思う。So, with that being said,
now you can approach now you can approach the little children at parks and join their games that they're playing.
Yeah. You can. Yeah, you can, but should you? Well, maybe it's a different question.
Okay,
but
wait,
you can.
Wait, sorry. Let me back up. You can join your cousins.
There you
and
go.
People you know play these games.
Now you can, if you have Japanese relatives that are kids, now you can join in on their games.
Or play Amidakuji to go make someone rent the konbini and get ice cream for everyone.
Ooh, big brain. I like that one.
Yeah.
で、はい。今日の質問です。子供の頃どんなゲームしてた？
私は何してたかな？いや、いっぱい鬼ごっこしたと思うな。
僕も鬼ごっこだった。いつも。まあ、かくれんぼもちょっとしてたけど、だいたい鬼ごっことか。
かくれんぼ隠れんの上手だった？
まあまあ上手だったかな。まあ、普通に普通に
普通に見つかった？
そうかも。チは上手だった？
私は結構上手だったんじゃないかな。わかんないけど。How did I still remember?
わかる。僕もそんな感じ。まあ多分上手だったかなと思うけど、いやー本当に上手だったかわかんない。
そうそう、わかんないね。では皆さん、じゃんけんをするときはグー出したらきっと勝てるよ。はい。嘘だけど。嘘だけど。嘘だけど。はい。All right. That concludes our podcast recording.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for listening. We will be back next week, same time, about an hour before current time.
Before now, yep.
Yeah. And I think, what's the episode that's coming out this week?
The episode coming out this week is what was it? I edited it, but it's a blur now.
Oh no.
何だったっけ？漢字? I think it was kanji.
Kanji? 漢字かな?
Yeah. I think it's
kanji.
And
I think our recordings are about 2 weeks ahead, so You'll see this
Yeah.
episode come out in condensed form, properly
Mhm.
edited form in about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Hi. All right. Thanks everyone for listening, and お疲れ様です。